a little bit of grunt to their list, right? Because they were Hawthorn at the time were a skillful side, but they weren't seen to be overly aggressive or tough.
Right.
They had the number one draft pick that they'd traded Trent Crowe away to Fremantle for, and had the number one pick, and a lot of the fans were not happy because Trent Crowe was one of the favourite sons. And Hawthorn had picked 1, 10, 16, 32, 36, and
there was like 5 or 6 in that one draft, wasn't there?
it was, yeah. So they got Hodge at 1, right? Talk about adding some grunt,
Jesus.
that was genius. But came with a bit of pressure as well because there was a toss-up on Luke Ball, Chris Judd, or Luke Hodge. Who do we pick? Who do we pick? And they went with Hodge because of the leadership, the hardness and everything. And in the first couple of years, Juddy won a Brownlow, played in a premiership, and people were questioning the decision. Early days, can you believe that?
Unbelievable.
They got a guy called Daniel Elstone, who was a tough inside mid that never went on to play any games. Rick Ladson, who was a premiership player, picked me up at 32 and got Sam Mitchell at 36, right? So you could argue that 2001 draft really helped set the club up to the success we had, many years later. But John Turnbull lost his job as the recruiter for Hawthorn at the end of 2004 because one of the reasons was because he picked up Luke Hodge and not Chris Judd.
Wait, but so just before, because I'll go back into this draft class, and I do want to go to the draft class of 04. Did he get sacked before Roughhead and Franklin came in, or was that his sort of last? So it was before.
No, he was gone.
Okay.
He got moved on with the new coach. Peter Schwab left, and with him the assistants and John Turnbull and everyone. That's not the only reason, but one of the big reasons was that Hawthorn had failed in a couple of years post that draft. Luke Hodge was playing AFL footy, but he wasn't sort of the star that Luke Ball and Chris Judd was, and people are sort of saying, they made the wrong decision, which is always find extraordinary that you can try and marry up two players' career before they finished.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Look at it in its entirety at the end.
The twilight, right?
And you're certainly not begrudging Hawthorn's decision to pick Luke Hodge at number one after 4 premierships, 3 as captain.